Hi everyone, Lolly here. I'm going to just start working on a shadow box with a Halloween theme. And I've already painted this box just to kind of get started. It's hard for me to kind of paint while I'm doing the videos because I'll paint this one color and then I'll walk by the table and I'll see it and I'll want to do it a different color. And so I can't decide right away, so I wanted to go ahead and kind of get the paint on there and get it started. And this is what I've come up with. This little box is a Melissa and Doug box, just plain color. And I think they have different puzzles and little game pieces and stuff like that in there for kids. They're the perfect box if you can find them either at the thrift store, which I do a lot, or garage sales, things like that. You want to pick them up. I spray painted it blue because that's what I had in the garage, and I wanted to just cover everything inside. I had some distress ink and I tried spraying that on there, and then it wasn't Halloween enough, so I went back over with the black, but I wanted to sand off the black so that you could see the blue underneath, and that's where I am now. I'm going to add a little orange, and I'm going to do it by putting this Rusty Hinge distress ink, kind of rub that on there and see what I get with that, and then I'm going to show you how I am going to put my wallpaper in. So this isn't the best way to use your ink pads, but that's what I'm doing today. So okay, so for the wallpaper, I'm using a little paper pack I got at the Target dollar spot, and it came with a little stencil in it. Turn it over. And here's the little stencil it came with. So I haven't used the stencil just yet, but I didn't love this. It has a little bit of a pink in it, so I did like this one and this one. So I was fretting about cutting the paper and putting it in there just right, and what I've done, and this is pretty deep so I had enough room to do it, is I cut out corrugated cardboard, and then I put the paper on here. I distressed it on the edges with the ink pad, and now I can just glue each section in. And because this little box is so deep, it didn't take away too much room, I don't think, and there's still room to put all my little goodies in there. So I think this is how I'm going to put the placement. So I think I'm going to do like maybe each little compartment, you know, be a different little room or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and get these glued in, and I'll be back. So I'm just putting the paint on the inside, just not like neat and tidy. I don't want it to look like a brand new house, so I'm just kind of smushing the black paint in there, touching up here and there on the outside. So here's our box, and so here's our wallpaper. And for the middle, instead of just rubbing it on there, I kind of just press my ink pad when I just want a little bit of color on there, but I don't want to like smear it. So that's what I did with that one. I'm just using regular Elmer's glue for this. It's just cardboard down to a really thin wood. I think it's going to be just fine. For my other elements that I glue in, I'll use E6000 or something a lot stronger. So, all right. Paint's not completely dry on the inside, but this will give me time to just set it aside and let the paint and the glue all dry. So I've done a few things since the last video, so let me just pop in here and just show you this part real quick. We're not ready to assemble just yet, but I want to try out some things, kind of try some placement, see what I wanted. You know how it goes whenever you get the urge and you all of a sudden your brain says, oh, that's what you're gonna do, then that's what you end up doing. So everything's a mess just because I am working with my little pieces here and there, putting on some paint, adding a little bling. This is my moon that I'm going to put up here in the top. So I'm just going to start gluing down stuff in the background. And so let me just show you real quick. I got these little books and they were all black, and I rubbed some white paint in there so that you could see the words show up. And you know that old saying, I was today years old when I learned that. So I had never done that before, so I have realized that that's a great idea. So I just have these little bits and pieces that I'm going to put in there. I've just been highlighting. The little wood bats were just a plain color, so I've painted those. These little green Christmas trees, had them for a while. I got them at Dollar Tree, and I painted them black. I just used a paintbrush and the black gesso, and then this of course is like the little gold leaf. It's a little while to get all your elements together and all your pieces that you want to use. I have this little guy. This is one of these chalkboards. Sorry, I told you everything's a mess. One of these little chalkboards, and I think I got them at Hobby Lobby, maybe Dollar Tree, I'm not sure. Some of these, I took the little clothespin off the back, and I just used the distress ink around the edges so it had some color. Wanted it to look like a portrait hanging like on the living room wall, and I think he's gonna go somewhere right in here. Then I'm gonna build the scene around him like that. Also, guys, a sticker I got it Tuesday morning, so I'll probably maybe put him in the background somewhere. And I have like this little chipboard bat. He's got bling stuck on him. I have stuff everywhere tonight. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. I have my little skeleton here. What I've been doing with him is brushing on a little bit of color, just because he's a plain boring white. So I've got my distress ink, and I'm kind of just putting it on there. Their arms come straight, and I'm going to glue him so he stays. But if you bend it, then my idea is that I'm going to have him holding something. And so if you bend his legs, so then that's not very ladylike, but anyway, he's going to sit in there somewhere like that, maybe holding some flowers, like maybe that's a loved one in the picture there or something like that. I left the rope on his neck because I wasn't sure what I was going to do with him, but I think that's where I'm going to go with that idea. So look at your stash in a different way. Things that you might have around the house or things in your stash, just think about how you're going to use them. This is a sticker, but I curled it on the edges here and here, so then it's probably going to set in here somehow. Haven't figured that out yet. I just wanted to give you that quick little update. I'm trying to work on it as much as I can in the evenings after work. So that's where we are now, and we'll okay. Well, I am finally finished with this. I worked on it for the last couple of evenings, and these was the necklace that I showed you, and I cut off the little skull and put that there. This is a little bottle that I have some paint in there, and I just swirled the paint around to make that an orange bottle. I feel like it's a little bit dark, but so this guy right here, I think my spider fell, so I have a couple of little touch-ups I want to do. I have this little metal spider, and I want to put him here up on the little tie. So I think he's sitting here. I felt like this was maybe he was paying tribute to a loved one here, and then I found that I had this little treasure thing, so I thought maybe that loved one left him a fortune. So when it said spells and fortunes, I thought that was cute, because not necessarily a fortune like somebody to tell you your fortune. So maybe he got left a fortune for an inheritance. So he has this little tie on, paying his respects. So here we have, I put a spell on you, and in the back there's a skeleton, and it's on a glass cabochon. It's back here. I'll put some still photos so maybe you can see it a little bit better, but So anyway, kind of just give it a moon effect in the background there maybe. And it's kind of just like a little resin piece here. And I added the moss and the little batting kind of stretched out, kind of look like spider webs here and there. This one again is just a little, be like little statues you would call them or something. I have some words here, I didn't glue them down, so I need to do that. These little bats here, I painted those. This is a little miniature Christmas tree that I painted black. We talked about that yesterday, just added the flowers. And this one here, again, is the little pieces here. This is a bottle I had, and I filled it with the necklace that had the bones, the same bones that are right here. And I filled that, if I can get it close enough for you. I filled the jar with those purple bones. And here I had the number 31, was just 2 stickers that I had. And I put the little glass cabochons over them to help make them stand out. I have a spider hanging here. And then in the back, I don't know if it focused, there's a little tree limb here. So, and that really just came from like a stem of flowers or something that I had, and I cut it off. So anyway, a little portrait in the back just to give it a little background. And then here on the top, let me see if I can pause it and move the camera. Okay, here on the top I also have another one of these little statues, and this one says Happy Halloween. It says, well, just added flowers. I had a bunch of these little purple little flat stones, and I glued those around. This is a Tim Holtz little bar here, and then this was, I think I got it at Hobby Lobby or Walmart. Anyway, I just fed that through the little metal piece there. I did go and put purple dots on it, and then I got up this morning and I didn't like the purple dots, so I painted it black again. But the purple dots at least give it a little texture here on the edges, so it looks more like, I don't know, maybe nails or something. But I didn't like the purple. I did want purple color on it, so I left this little splash of purple here. And then the feet, I took the purple off of them also. On the sides, just because I had them, have this little sticker here. The purple is showing, and then I have this little sticker. I think I'll probably give it like one more coat of Mod Podge. I don't want it real shiny, but I like how the purple shows through there. So that's it. That's the finished piece. I'm really happy the way it came out. I think it came out really cute. I don't have anything in the back. I just left it, a little bit of the paint showing through, and again there's just the moss. I don't know why that won't. Anyway, he's like a little sign, like in a cemetery or something like that is what he is. So you can't really see the writing, but if you're right up close to him, you can see that he says welcome, and then it says Happy Halloween underneath there as well. So anyway, that's my share. Thank you guys for spending time with me and having a look at it. I kind of wanted to just walk through it, not make the video too long, but just kind of give you an idea that you can use your supplies, not how they are, but if you spend some time, just put them out in front of you, toss them around a little bit like I do. I make a huge mess, and then I just paint a few things, cut up. This inspires you to go out and make one of your own. They are so fun to do.